Hey guys, Courtney Epps here, and I am streaming live. This is my first time being on IGTV and also on Facebook at the same time. So hopefully this will work out really well. I'm really led to ask you guys for some help today, and what help I'm asking for is completely different than probably what you think. But I am committed over the next 30 days to make a shift in what is going on with our country, what is going on in our world. And I'm asking you to be a part of it. And by being a part of it, what I mean is a couple different things. I'm looking for people who are influencers, people who are wanting to promote change. And I want to do interviews with you. And I want to share amazing stories with my audience and share amazing stories with the rest of the world on what you're doing to promote and impact change. And see, I've had the privilege of working alongside and speaking for some amazing human beings, Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Eric Worre, Lou Holtz, Grant Cardone, Rachel Hollis, and just the last year and a half. And I'm so grateful for those opportunities. And one of the things that I'm realizing now is that this is the time for us to create constant impact in people. And people are hurting right now. So, I know there's some crazy things going on in this world, and this week has been insane. And I am so saddened by what happened in Minneapolis. And, I can't even wrap my head around it. But here's what I want to give you today is that, and one of the things that I learned from Tony Robbins is that hurt people hurt people. And so obviously, if you are hurting someone right now, you're hurt inside. And I would just challenge you to open up your mouth and share with people what's really going on inside. And instead of holding that in and allowing anger and hurt and fear to continue to overtake you. So what I'm asking for is that I am committing for the next 30 days and possibly forever, that 1 hour a day, I'm going to give back online. And I don't know necessarily what hour that's going to be. It's going to be different times every single day. It's like things kind of get inside my brain and I need to share them. And sometimes it's when I first wake up in the morning, and sometimes it's late in the afternoon. But what I'm asking for is, a lot of you know that we give a lot from our accounting practice. And we have 3 nonprofits that we promote. And I'm looking to create awareness for those nonprofits. But here's what I'm trying to do. And, and I will send you guys my logo, or our new motto. And that is to teach more so that we can all help more, have more. And then by doing that, we can help people live more. We can help them then give more, and we can feed more and free more. See, here's what I know is that when you're totally focused on everybody else and you're grateful for what you have on this earth, and whether that's $5, whether it's, $5 million, if you focus on what you're grateful for, then you can't be sad. You can't have two completely different thoughts at the same time. And, what I'm trying to do is promote change. And what I'm looking for is that people that, want to share the whole why you'd be brain dead not own a home-based business. And I'm more than willing to do that every single day. I'm committed to doing that with a different leader every single day. So how it looks is that we would go live on your Facebook group. I would share why you'd be brain dead not own a home-based business. You would give a little thoughts as far as that goes as well. And I'm going to share the tax benefits of why you have to have a home-based business. Because see, people are hurting today. One of the biggest reasons is financial. And 46% of Americans before the pandemic did not have an extra $400 to their name. So where do you think that they are today? So it's imperative that we share this information, and I want to be that person to get the word out. And so on top of that, I have 3 amazing nonprofits that I want to share to the world, and I want to create awareness for them, because what I'm trying to do is help fund them so that they can go and focus on what they do best. See, when we're totally focused on money, which is what a lot of nonprofits have to do, because if they don't have the money, they can't promote real change. If we have to focus on the money, we can't focus on the cause. And so what I want to share with people are the 3 nonprofits that I am committed to fully funding. And one is to eradicate childhood malnutrition. The other is to eradicate sex trafficking. And then we have another that we are working to provide safe drinking water for every village, for every city, for every community all around the world. So here's what I'm asking. If you're an influencer, if you're led to give, and you want to be a part of what we're doing, please just type in this box, #AllIn, that you want to be a part of this with us. And if you type in #AllIn, we'll send you some information on how to give. You can actually find that all on our website. We have each of the companies that we give to and provide for at otbtax.com. You can check them out. If you're committed to being a part of All In, and you want to share this same information with your organization, you know, maybe you have a downline, maybe you're a motivational speaker, maybe you know you need to help people free up money so they can buy the products and services that they so desperately need. Because see guys, here's what I know. I know that I spend my money in one of 3 ways. Well, let me step back. I spend it in 4. One is to put money back into my business, because I know if I continue to put money back into my business will continue to grow. 2 is personal growth and development, continuing education, whatever you want to call it. That's this right here. If I don't put money back into this right here, I can't grow anymore. I can't focus on growing and being better if I don't have people around me who are better than me, so that I understand what path I need to take to get better. That's the second thing. The third thing is giving. That is the one and most important thing. I will tell you that is crucial. It is imperative to give, even when you don't have the money to give. Because see, we didn't have the money to give when we first gave. The check would have bounced, and literally the IRS sent me a refund I'd been waiting on for 3.5 years. And so we ended up, you know, $25,000. We got the next week after we gave money that we didn't have the week before to feed children. I'm very committed to creating change in the world. I want to help people help more people. I want to help hurt people not be hurt anymore. Guys, there's lots of things. Like, we've lost everything we own twice. One due to a business. I made a bad decision. I put my business up for sale. I sold it. The guy quit paying me after 4 months, and I lost everything, $250,000 in debt. But the thing that really got me was that I just wasted 3.5 years of my life working and being away from my family and providing nothing other than $250,000 in debt. And so what that leads me to is the 4th thing, is to put money into my family. See, we're creating a legacy here. And sometimes, you know, I think what gets so sidetracked in our mind is that we need to provide for our family. They need to have the name brand stuff. They need to have, you know, the best of the best. And see, the thing is, at the end of the day, that's one thing that we don't focus on here. It's more about life experiences. It's more about creating a legacy. This year, this summer, we're going to take a mission trip. I don't know where we're going yet. I don't know what country's going to be open, but we're going to take a mission trip. We're going to see the change that we're truly making in this world. And I think that should be our focus. It's not about how much name brand stuff we have, not about how many amazing cars we have, but how much have we truly impacted the world. Every single day I wake up, and my focus is how much money can I free up for people today. I get so excited to get on calls, tax strategy sessions, which I don't necessarily like to do the same thing over and over and over again. I'm a very much of an action person. I like to do one thing one day, you know, 5 other things the next day. I want to do 5 other things the next day. But I realized I had a superpower. And that superpower is to find money for people. And if I can find money for people, I can create change. Because you first have to have money to create the change, to create the impact. So I can free up money for people. I can help them have a better life. But then in turn, I can help them understand how to give and how to put money back into their mindset. And see, had I not been an accountant, had I not understood the power of tax savings, I probably would have never been a platinum partner with Tony Robbins. I probably would have said, there's no way I can possibly do this. There's just no way. I don't have the money. But I said, there's no way I can do it. I can't not do it. I have to be around these amazing people. I have to be around the top 1%. I have to get the information. I have to be able to condense time. And that's exactly what happens in personal growth and development, I believe. It also allows you to push forward. It allows you to understand what's going on with people's lives and to be able to hear stories of people who have gone through things that much worse than you have and how they've continued to overcome and how they've continued to promote and create massive change in the world. And so, guys, I'm committed every single day. So if you are interested in me speaking to your organization, understand and know this. I'm going to talk about the 3 nonprofits that we share, that we love, that we are trying to help create awareness for. I'm going to also talk about why you'd be brain dead not on a home-based business. I'm going to talk about the 2 different tax systems in our country and why the system was created for W-2 employees to steal your wealth away. I'm going to talk about how by having personal growth and development in your life and putting money into your continuing education can truly and utterly change your entire life and the lives of millions of others. And so I want to leave you with this. 2 years ago, we started giving. We did not have the money to give. The first month, we were able to provide 15,000 servings of food to children in need. That was a check that we wrote. I think the check was maybe $800. We didn't have enough money to cover that check at the time I wrote it. We rewrote it anyway. We got money and it came in. We got $25,000 in the mail from the IRS the next week. It's crazy. We'd been waiting on that money for years, for 3.5 years. The next month, we gave 22,000 servings. It was about $1,300, I think, is roughly how much it was. We didn't have enough money to give because we paid off bills with that $25,000 we had. And we were still not paycheck to paycheck. We were, client to client because we're in business. We didn't have the money, and we got a phone call from a family member and said, you know what, hey, I want to give each of you $5,000. We got a $5,000 check. Then every single month we have given, whether we thought we had the extra money or not, we have continued to give. And this month we surpassed 2 million servings of food to children in need all over the world in 90 different countries that we've been working with through a nonprofit called Manna Relief. We added on a nonprofit called Operation Underground Railroad February 29th. Operation Underground Railroad, so let me step back. The whole purpose of Manna Relief is to eradicate childhood malnutrition. It is the #1 cause of disease, death, and disability in the world for children. And every 6 seconds, a child dies of malnutrition. Every 6 seconds. That was before the pandemic. It's expected that another 6,000 children are going to die of starvation between now and the end of the year. And you can create change in that. Every 30 seconds, a child goes into sex trafficking. And I don't know if you know this or not, but you can actually buy a child for $10,000 to organ harvest them. I didn't even know that was possible. Sex trafficking is bad enough as it is. So we started working with a company called Operation Underground Railroad. And their whole mission is to eradicate childhood malnutrition, childhood sex trafficking. So they work in 26 countries so far. They have an aftercare program, so they're trying to help children that they have freed through sex trafficking and help house them. They're looking for people to adopt these children because they don't know where their parents are. And they're looking for people to be a part of something greater than themselves and to eradicate slavery in this country and in this world. Because you may not know it, but it still exists every single day. Every 30 seconds, a child goes into sex slavery. And I was having a conversation with a friend of mine. He just became a friend of mine recently. His name is Manny Lopez. His whole purpose is to create a school for orphans. And he was telling me, he said, Courtney, 60% of human trafficking in our country, in the United States, is done by foster care systems. So children who go into foster care to be taken care of and loved are being put into foster care. Guys, this is crazy. And 2 out of 3. Hey guys, Courtney Epps here, and I am streaming live. This is my first. 2 out of 3. Sorry, that was Instagram. 2 out of 3 children that go into the foster care program and they age out of foster care within a year, they're in prison or jail, they're homeless or dead. Guys, some things have to change in our country, and we have to be a part of it. Some things have to change in our world, and we have to be a part of it. So that's what Operation Underground Railroad is doing. And I'd love for you to be a part of giving. The other nonprofit that we give to is a company called The Last Well, and it is WELL. Oh, drinking well. I know I say that kind of crazy. It is not the well, like, you know, with the fins and everything. It's a well, a drinking well. And so what they have done is for the last 11 and a half years, they have raised $31 million. They have gone into a country called Liberia, which is apparently the #2 on the misery index. And in the world, so the CIA does this whole misery index every year. And they say, okay, this is the place. This is the worst place on earth. It's #2. And when you add in crime and when you add in poverty, it's #1. And so this group of young kids, about roughly 27 years old, it was a church in D.C., and the pastor set off to make a change in an entire country. And for the first time, to impact an entire border to border and border to coast, and impact an entire country of people and provide safe drinking water. And so what they've done has been all of miraculous. Only God could be a part and have a hand in it. And they've gone into these countries. They have mapped out the entire country of Liberia, 5.2 million people in that country. And they have provided safe drinking water to families, to villages all over that entire country. And guess what it did indirectly? It decreased sex trafficking by 87%. And so here's what we decided to do. And I want to tell you the cost that is associated to giving to these nonprofits. It is $2 a month to provide nourishment to children in need. $2 a month per child. It is it is $4.58 to provide safe drinking water to a person for the next 15 years. $4.58 per person to save a life, to save someone from waterborne illness. And for them not to have to walk 2 miles. Because see what's happening, and the reason why it decreased sex trafficking by 87% in the country of Liberia when they started putting in these wells is because the children, the girls especially, would have to walk 2 miles each way to go get water for her family. And I'm not talking about water from a well. I'm talking about water from a pond. Guys, we don't realize how good we have it in this country, and we're attacking each other on a daily basis. Why? We should be spending our money and our time and our efforts in changing the world. That's what we should be focused on, not hurting people, because that doesn't do anything but promote more hurt and promote more deception and people that go against each other. We should be promoting change. So it's $4.58 to provide water for the next 15 years. And we're going to impact country after country after country. Liberia is just the start. The next is Operation Underground Railroad to provide, to free a child from sex trafficking because of all the cost, because they have to go into these foreign countries, because they have to go in and do these sting operations. They have to connect with the police. They have to buy the children to prove that it's actually happening in that country. And mind you, it's happening in orphanages. Children are being sex trafficked and sold out of orphanages for organ harvesting and for prostitution. And so what I want you to understand, it costs $1,200 to free a child. So here's what we've committed to do. For every dollar that we bring in, and we've done this for the last 2 years, but every dollar that we bring in our company, not every dollar of profit, every dollar we bring in, before we touch a dollar, we feed a serving of food to children in need. It's about 7 cents on the dollar. It's not a lot of money when you, in the grand scheme of things. The other thing that we do is we provide for every $25,000 that comes in, we free a child from sex trafficking. It costs $1,200 to free a child from sex trafficking. That's about 6% of every dollar that comes into our company before we ever touch a penny of it, before the merchant fees come out, before payroll. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the bottom line is. And that's not our focus. The other one is the last will, and we provide for every $150 that we bring in from our clients, we are providing safe drinking water to a person for the next 15 years. Guys, I want to create this change in the entire business world. I want to connect nonprofits to for-profits, and here's why. Children are dying too fast. I can't do it myself. I need other business owners to step up and be a part of what we're doing. I need other business owners to step up and say, you know what? I can give 1%. I can give 5%. I can give 10%. Here's what I can do. And see, here's the thing. Because I'm so committed to tax savings, like Tom's Shoes, like a buy one, give one model, please understand that if you give this way, it's 100% tax deductible as a business expense. And here's what's going to happen. We're going to promote massive change in the world. And I truly believe in the next couple of years, if we get 100 business owners or 1,000 business owners to partner with us in this, that we can truly eradicate childhood malnutrition, that we can truly eradicate slavery and sex trafficking in this world. We just all have to come together. I believe that what is happening today is created to tear us apart, not bring us together. The media is creating this crazy world that we're living in and showing so much hate. This is not about hate, guys. This is about helping other people. We should be lending a hand. We should be a part of that. I don't really know how somebody could stand and watch someone be murdered like they did this week. I don't know how someone could stand by and be a bystander and not have done anything to save that person, to save George's life. I truly can't imagine. And I'm so sorry for the Black community because I love you. I love you guys. I mean, I've got some friends that are, not the same color as me, but they are my very best friends. They're like my family. Guys, this is not about color. This is not about being separated. We have to come together to promote drastic change in the world. That's what we have to do. Not hurt other people, not cause more hurt, not cause more pain. We have to create change. We have to be the change that we wish to see in this world. And that's what I'm committed to doing. I'm looking for 100 businesses to start off with that are willing to give from a gross income level, because I truly believe if we can create this massive change, and then when somebody decides, hey, I want to do business with Courtney, and then they get a receipt, let's just say they decide to do a personal tax return with us with a business, and they get a receipt from us and it tells them, look, not only are we going to do everything in our power to free up as much money as humanly possible for you, so to provide for you and your family, but here's what we want to do. Your $600 is a tax deduction. That's great. But you also fed 600 servings of food to children in need. You have also provided 4 people with safe drinking water for the next 15 years. So you have saved lives. And then on top of that, you are this much closer to helping us eradicate sex trafficking. And this is how much it takes in order to free a child. So I thank you to my clients. I'm so grateful for you. We are going to start allowing you to see exactly what your impact has been by being our client. But here's what I want to do. I want other business owners to get involved. We are only one company. We cannot grow fast enough to save children's lives fast enough and to stop sex trafficking. We can't do it fast enough without your help. We all have to come together. We all have to be a part of something bigger. And when business owners, when I'm a customer and I ask a business owner, when I decide I want to do business with somebody, I want to know your impact. I want to know what you're doing with your money. Yes, I get you're hiring employees. We just hired 9 new employees this week because we are going to create massive impact. And the only way to do that is to grow bigger, faster. We're developing training programs so that we can teach people online how to be tax preparers, bookkeepers, tax strategists. I have to give my information in order to get more people to be a part of what we're doing, because we have to help more people, free up more money so that we can feed more children, we can free more children, we can provide safe drinking water to more children, and we can have to help people. Because guess what, guys? Some things are going to get really bad really quick for some people in the next couple months. With 40 million people out of jobs, it is scary. Credit card debt has continued to increase. National debt has increased $5,000 per taxpayer per month, or in the last month, in the last 30 days, due to, as far as U.S. debt clock.org is concerned. You can go look that up. It continues to grow. Here's what I want you to understand. We can promote change. You can help, even if it's just one life. Even if you want to be a part of helping, even if you want to go on a mission trip, if you want to be a part of any part of this, please message us today. We're just looking for people who are all in, who want to create change. So if you know influencers, I'm looking to grow my accounting practice first and foremost because we have more children to feed. It is my mission to make $1 million a day so that we can feed 1 million children a day, so that I can at least make a dent in 1/6 of the world not dying, of these children not dying. But we can do that a whole lot faster if we have hundreds of businesses, thousands of businesses that are giving 1% off the top. It's a tax deduction, guys. It's an amazing way to grow your business, because when you start giving changes everything. Our business has grown from $7,500 a month to $270,000 a month in the last 2 years. That would not have happened. That would not have happened had we not started giving. And we had not put the personal growth and development in. And now we're developing the foundation and the systems to go to another level, because I have to work harder, faster to feed more children so that less children die every day. UNICEF just posted recently that 6,000 children, more children, are expected to die every single day between now and the end of the year. It's expected that an additional 130 million people will die between now and the end of the year because of the economy. Because what happens is, in third world countries, we're giving to the third world countries. And when we don't have any extra money to give, the third world countries don't give food. So I get, you might be looking at this and you may say, you know what? I can only take care of my children. I can only take care of me. And you're exactly right, if that's the way you believe. Because God will only give you as much as you believe that you can do. I believe that God has given me something that most people would dream of and be scared to death of every single morning. And that is truly to impact this world. And I'm looking for people to be a part of that. I'm tired of the suffering. I'm tired of people hurting each other. And I'm tired of the focus being on something that is not important. I want the focus to be on stuff that matters. The media has done a really good job of tearing us apart. It's time for us to come together. It's time for us to be the change. It's time for us to promote good and hope in this world. You have no clue what other people are going through in this world. I had a conversation with Ghana, with an aftercare facility in Ghana about a month ago. We're sending food to them, nutrition to them. And the next, hopefully this week, because Mexico, the facility was closed in Mexico, and we weren't able to send food and nutrition to these children. And guys, they have a child there. They were telling us about it. Their cognitive ability, a child has massive brain damage. The child was buried alive by her mom, and she crawled out of her own grave. We have to be the change. We have to help people. If you want to be a part of what we're doing, I'm not asking you for money. This is no benefit to me. Like, if you want to be my client, you want to feed some more kids, you want to do it through being my client, that's great. I am looking to create awareness for people who are really trying to promote change in this world. And that's these nonprofits. And I'm committed. I told Operation Underground Railroad yesterday, I said, imagine a world where you could just go out and do your mission every single day instead of focusing on having to raise money and raise awareness in order to focus on your mission. And that's what I'm here to do. If you want to be a part of it, let me know. I'm looking for at least 100 businesses. I don't care if you give 1% off the top. It's 100% tax deductible. We're going to create this whole entire campaign of how much are you giving? How much are you impacting? So that we can truly impact the world and make change. Guys, the time is now. If you want to be a part of it, I'd love for you to be. If you're an influencer and you'll have me on your podcast, or you'll have me on your radio show, or you'll have me on your Facebook page or Instagram, whatever, please let me know. This is not about me. This is about what we need to do with the world. And I'm promoting the fact that we need to all make a change. We need to all start focusing on others so that we can have more, so that we teach more. We take the education that we've been given, because everybody has amazing talents. Everybody was born with amazing talents. We teach more so that they can help more, so that they can have more, so that they can live more, because that is so truly important. If people are not miserable, we want them to be happy, because if you're happy, you're going to help more people. We want you to help give more, and we want to help feed more. We want to help free more, and we want to provide safe drinking water. So if you have a cause, if you have a mission, you have a nonprofit that you'd love for me to know about, that you'd love to support and for me to support or get behind, I need to know the background of it, because I will not put my name with anything that I know without a shadow of a doubt that the money is going straight to the cause. But I want to be a part of whatever I can to create change. If you want to understand how to give as far as social giving, what we have done with our accounting practice and how impactful it has been for us, please let me know. I'll be happy to reach out. I hope you guys have an amazing Sunday. Focus on, let this stay on your heart today. Focus on how much you truly can give. Focus on how much it could really change the world. And when you're focused on everyone else, if you're focused on just you, you'll always have just enough for just you. If you focus on just enough for your family, that's what you'll have. But if you focus on abundance, it's truly amazing what God can provide for you. I hope you have a happy Sunday. I'd love for you to be a part of what we're doing. Please hashtag all in if you want to be a part of this. Tell us what you want to be a part of. Hope you have an amazing day. Bye.